offering everything from tranquil boat rides via tree-shaded canals to world-class art museums and chic boutique shopping. You'll never be tired of this town. Once you've marked off your biggest bucket list items, venture outside the canal ring, the fan-like web of waterways dominating the historic city center. When visiting Europe's best conserved 17th century city, the real challenge is using your time wisely. In this video, you will be amazed by the top 10 things to do in Amsterdam. Before starting the video, subscribe to our channel and smash the bell icon to never miss any of our upcoming videos. Number 10. BBEGIJNHOF. The Netherlands is overflowing with hidden courtyards surrounded by homes, and the BBEGIJNHOF in central Amsterdam is a unique example. These hofjes were often almshouses, where poor or elderly single women lived and served as a form of social security as far back as the Middle Ages. What makes the BBEGIJNHOF different from other hofjes is that it's easily accessible to the public. Others are often closed. It was originally established as a beguinage, a home for the religious community of the Beguines. The Beguines were holy women who did not take vows, so they weren't nuns, but their communities felt similar to convents. The buildings at the BBEGIJNHOF include typical townhouses dating to the 16th century. 2 churches are open for visiting. Number 9. Ferry to Amsterdam-NOORD. Amsterdam's free ferry system is essential to the city's transportation system, shuttling pedestrians, cyclists, and mopeds across the IJ River to Amsterdam-NOORD daily. There are 2 main ways. The most popular, WESTERGAS, which takes less than 5 minutes and leaves you at the door of the Adam Tower and the architecturally striking I Film Institute. The other is a 15-minute journey to NDSM, a former industrial shipyard transformed into one of the city's trendiest areas. Ferries run almost every 4 to 6 minutes, leaving from behind Central Station. There's a countdown clock right next to the dock that reveals the next departures. It's all fairly straightforward, an activity not to miss. Number 8. JORDAAN Private Boat Tour. While VIP canal cruises go, Captain Reinhard Spronk's famed saloon boat tours aboard 1932 Teague Beauty Wellmoed or 1908 smaller Farahild are the business. He and his colleague Milo were on the show, taking private groups, reservations necessary, on bespoke journeys of Amsterdam's legendary canals. Pickup is from your offshore hotel or Café Van Puffelen from their office. This is going to be the most influential thing of your European tour, combining a quite beautiful vintage boat, the most civilized company in town, and for a supplement, red roses, gourmet finger food, and bottomless champagne. Number 7. Portuguese Synagogue. In the Jewish Cultural Quarter, you'll discover one of Europe's biggest and oldest active synagogues just east of the city center. Its splendid interior looks much as it did in 1695, with its authentic towering stone columns, vaulted timber ceiling, and wooden pews covering a massive Torah ark made of gleaming wood. The building still has no electricity. Hundreds of candles illuminate evening services in the large brass chandeliers. The synagogue's sheer size and its interior's beauty will leave you amazed. Visitors are asked to behave respectfully because it is still an active house of worship. Number 6. WESTERGAS. At the west of the quaint Jordaan district lies Wester Park, a lovely green space with vast lawns, idyllic ponds, and big shady trees, crisscrossed with cycling and walking trails. But the real raffle here is WESTERGAS, a massive former gas plant changed into a lively entertainment hub. The 19th century red brick buildings, distinguished as industrial monuments, are chock full of trendy restaurants, brew pubs, and independent cinemas. The coolest is Gashouder, an old gas storage tank that hosts techno concerts for up to 3,500 people inside its vast circular interior. Number 5. Anne Frank House. The one and only thing that stands out about the 17th century canal house is the notorious line outside. Entry is through online booking only, with timed tickets released 2 months forward and a limited number on the day itself. The most moving part of the city's museums, it's utterly worth any crowd-related hassles for the demonstrative exhibits, not least the attic where the Frank family hid themselves from the Nazis and where young Anne penned her famed diary. It takes nearly an hour to finish a loop of the house. No doubt how much you think you know about Anne Frank's story, you'll come away from home realizing it wasn't very much. Number 4. Café de SLUYSWACHT. Everything about this old school pub, from the adorably lopsided building to the fab canal sites to the well-priced beers, embodies Dutch gezellig, a cozy, fun, relaxing climate where people feel at home. Part of the glamour of drinking at the Café de SLUYSWACHT is seizing its quirks. Step inside and everything from the stone floors to the staircase to the wood-beamed ceilings tilts to one side, letting you feel like you've had one too many ahead of even having your first sip. Originally established in 1695 as a residence for the SLUYSWACHT, the person operating the neighboring lock, this canal-side watering hole offers fantastic sights of the Montalban store and tower to one side and the Rembrandthuis to the other. Number 3. RIJKSMUSEUM and the Van Gogh Museum. Amsterdam is called the home of two of the most famed European museums that are both top-ranked things to see in Amsterdam, the Van Gogh Museum and the Rijksmuseum. The Van Gogh Museum is the home to more than 700 of Van Gogh's works, as well as paintings by artists who modified him, such as Monet and Gauguin. The Rijksmuseum adores the works of hometown artist and Dutch master Rembrandt and other artists from the Dutch Golden Age. It is the home of thousands of works of art and artifacts from the 15th to the present, the country's largest collection. Number 2. OUDE KERK. Some of the unexpected things about OUDE KERK, Amsterdam's oldest building. First, the structure, called the Old Church, is within the red light district. Secondly, despite its history and appearance, it's no longer a church. OUDE KERK was the first consecrated around 1305. The original church of medieval Amsterdam was gutted in a series of clashes following the Reformation in Amsterdam. As a result, much of the interior's art and magnificence were lost. However, there still is a remarkable organ, stained glass, and many gravestones surrounding the floor. OUDE KERK underwent a 58-year renovation, restarting as an art venue. There is a constant rotation of exhibits, such as photography collections and installations. There are also regular performances and workshops on various topics, all of which benefit from their inclusion in this unique space. Number 1. NIEUWE DIEP Distillery, or NIEUWE DIEP. Nestled alongside a tranquil pond, this elegant tasting room is set inside the charming 19th century pump house, with rustic wood floors and old-time black and white photos on the walls. However, it is the waterfront terrace, open seasonally, that's the real extract. Covered by greenery with views over the tree-encircled pond, it's the most idealized drinking spot in the entire of Amsterdam. The drinks are nearly secondary to the scenic setting. Still, here you can sample 100 different genuers, or Dutch gin, and liquors, all made on site in the distillery. We admit that it's one of the more off-the-beaten-track drinking places, but enjoying traditional Dutch spirits in this stunning pastoral setting makes it well worth the trip. Which place are you planning to visit in Amsterdam? Let us know in the comments below. Hope you liked the video, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.